Aloha, Helena Das here, and I'm out here astride my beloved Indigo, who is munching down below. And I always try to do that really quickly because one time I did that and the picture got stuck sideways and I never knew how to fix it. Anyway, okay, I am really in a weird, funky, fired up, kind of weird, funky in a good way, a mood, and I'm on a mission. I am on a freaking mission today. I am wanting to call out my horsey soul sisters, my conscious pet parents, my unicorn lovers, and Pegasus dreamers, and I'm calling you all out, and I want to ask you a question. Can I ask you some questions today? I want to ask you, is there an area of your life that you are struggling with and maybe even suffering in silence around it? Maybe you haven't even given yourself permission to acknowledge it. You are trying to be that good girl and be grateful for what you have, and doing that spiritual bypass thing where, and I'm all for the love and light, don't get me wrong, and we also need sometimes to reach into the void and reach into some of the shadows to really reclaim our power. And I won't go into the details here, but I recently let's say experienced a very powerful upgrade where I feel like, and I don't know, for those of you who know me or have been following me, if you can feel it, but I have reclaimed a whole other level of personal power that I never knew existed inside of me. And it is, it's crazy how it feels. I almost feel like high. I feel unstoppable. I feel like, just charged up and fired up, and I can't even find words for it. Anyway, if you're sensitive to energy, chances are you're feeling it. So my whole point in being is that I am, because of this recent shift, this holy shift moment, if you will, where I realized that there are certain areas of my life, as grateful and blessed as I am and feel for all that I do have and that all that is in my life, there are also certain areas of my life that I have been settling and secretly suffering in silence, telling myself it was okay. And I'm sharing this with you vulnerably because I want you to know that I'm human too, and I'm on the journey. And I want you to know that if this is something you're going through, I've got your back, that I have for myself. And not only have I taken some very bold and powerful aligned action steps, again, to be revealed at a later date, but I've also been doing some very powerful work with the goddess EPONA. She's the Celtic horse goddess, and she is also a badass, kick-ass, like spiritual warrior goddess, in addition to protecting the horses and animals. And so she's really been, showing up, and I've been channeling her. And I've worked with her in the past, but anyway, she's coming back for really, really some big things right now that are going on for me. And so, we are offering, if you are resonating with my message, if you have somewhere in your life that you are suffering in silence, if you are no longer willing to settle, if you are ready to really, look at where you are maybe stuck or blocked or not giving yourself permission to reach for the stars and go for your dreams. I mean, I truly, truly, with all of my heart, believe with every cell of my being, and I wouldn't, I'm saying this for me and you, that our desires are placed within us by the divine, and that what we seek is truly seeking us. And so on that note, If you're feeling like what you desire is out of reach, and or maybe you've tried and don't really want to go there again because you've been disappointed in the past. I mean, I want you to know that I feel you, I get you, and I've got your back. And if you are ready to rise to your next level of, personal power, to reclaim that and step more fully into who you came here to be so that you can make the impact on the planet, because the planet needs you now, then I've got a couple of invites for you if you're resonating. First one is, if you're feeling the nudge, if you are, vibing with my vibes, please take me up on one of a limited spots that I have for my EPONA Rising coaching sessions. I've opened up a handful of free spots right now on a first come first serve basis, and I will be so honored and happy to support you, give you a leg up, help you get clear on maybe where you're holding yourself back, or clear on what it is you truly desire, at whatever level you need that support, okay? And any arena of life, it's all freaking connected, truly. And if you're ready to activate and co-create your unbridled life, then I highly recommend you snag one of those spots before they're gone. And the other invitation or heads up is just to let you know that something that I realized through my recent process, which again I'd like to share, more in depth with you, is that, and I don't see anybody really talking about this, is that, I hear a lot and see many people saying, to rise, especially the feminine rising, right? The goddess rising. And now we're talking about EPONA rising. And maybe it's because I have a, veterinary doctor background, that scientific background mind, but I don't see anybody talking about the science, the physiology, if you will, of the rise, so to speak. And I want to share that with you because I really think it might be helpful. I was, doing a session with someone the other day, and, it really helped me see how helpful it was for her to understand the different levels and layers of not only the elements that we work with for healing and manifestation, but also the physiological changes in the emotional arenas that we can either navigate or wade through, so to speak, as we do this rise. And how, accessing the anger that we may have suppressed for decades or lifetimes, and how when we access that, it can not only become our ally, but our anchor and our, we can channel it. It can become this just powerful fuel that can propel you forward to take a quantum leap into your dreams and desires and unbridled life. So stay tuned for that. All of the information is below wherever you're seeing this. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And as always, I do appreciate your support. If you feel called, with at least hitting the like button and maybe even sharing or subscribing if you're seeing this on YouTube. And so until next time, because we're getting in the hot sun again, I love you. And just please know that you're not alone and that you truly are worthy of your deepest dreams and desires. I love you. Namaste.